Did you see that shit? MMA podcast. Hosted by mixed martial arts journalist Mike Strauss, a.k.a. Strauss21, and Chicago's number one underground comedian, Apollo Taj Mahal.
Thank you for listening. My name is Mike Strauss, a.k.a. Strauss21. I'm a mixed martial arts journalist. I currently contribute to bjpen.com, Low Kick MMA, CagesidePress.com. You could find my work there as well as my YouTube channel at a.k.a. Strauss21. And of course, the Did You See That Shit Mixed Martial Arts podcast that you are listening to right now. Here is my latest interview. I hope you enjoy it. I want to welcome back Shane Burgos to the show. Has a big fight coming up here at UFC 230. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I'm coming back from training right now. Just finished the session, so I'm on my way home now.
Very cool, man. This is a big fight. You got a lot of teammates. I was just speaking to Julio Arce yesterday. Of course, he's fighting on the card. You got Lyman Good. You got yourself. Man, Tiger Schulman's, you guys are showing out at UFC 230, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. Like we fought in Long Island, me, Lyman, and Jimmy together, and that was crazy. So Madison Square Garden is even more iconic, you know what I mean? So it's going to be insane.
Yeah, for sure, man. You got a tough opponent, Kurt Holobaugh. You know, he's a guy that won a contract on the Contender Series. He had a rough go in his first outing in the UFC, but he's a very tough guy, and I know you're a huge fan of the sport. Have you been watching a lot of film on Kurt, or have you been leaving that to your coaches this time around?
I always leave it to my coaches. I don't really try to study too much. Like when I'm watching, I'm a huge fan of sports, but I try not to. It's hard because when guys in my division fight, it's hard to not really like break it down and watch it like that. So I try to like let my coaches do that. Just try to enjoy the fights. But I've seen him before. I know I've seen him lost fights basically as a fan. So I know a lot about him. I know enough about his weaknesses and his strengths. And I let my coaches really dissect it and tell me what to look out for and what to implement for my own game.
Absolutely. And, you know, I saw that you're very active on social media. You're a great follow. I know that you watched UFC 229 and the Brawl, man. What did you think about that?
Yeah, there's two opinions I have, which is kind of weird. And I think Bisping actually said this too, which is like the fighter side of me, like which is like the real martial artist is like, this is terrible, man. This is not cool. It's not good for the sport. Then the other side is like just watching it as a complete spectator. It was entertaining. It really was. You can't deny the fact that everyone was entertained. It wasn't the best for the sport, but it wasn't the worst for the sport either. I feel like in my opinion, the bus incident was worse. I feel like this was more between two separate teams. Nobody else really got hurt. The bus incident affected other fighters on the card. So I think that was worse in my opinion.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, man. And you know, as time's going by, of course, it hasn't even been a week yet. But you know, the more days that go by, it feels like the people that really care about the sport, the fighters, media, it seems like we care more than the casual fan, right? They really didn't care; they were just entertained. But guys like you, guys like me, we took it personal. It's a very weird thing, but all in all, you're right, man. I don't think it's that black eye in the sport that we initially thought it could be. So. Hey, you never know how things are going to work in this crazy sport, right?
Yeah, exactly. And this happened before with you saw it with Jake Shields and Gilbert Melendez and all that.
Oh yeah.
With Mayhem jumping into the cage. So I mean, it was. I guess in hindsight it's bad, but in the moment I don't think it's or the other way around. I think in the moment it's bad, but in hindsight it's actually not that bad. And if you think about it, Khabib reacted off of Conor basically poking the bear for the last 6 months. So I mean, yeah. how much can a guy take, right?
Yeah, no doubt, man. How has training been? I know that, you know, Tiger Schulman's, we've talked about it. You guys in the last few years, you guys have really came to the forefront. I'm so happy because you guys work so hard and you're finally getting your due as a unit, as a gym now. But how have things been? How have things been back at Tiger Schulman's?
Oh, man, I can't complain. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've been on the same team since I started back in 10th grade, 9th grade. So, I mean, it's been great. We've been killing it in the gym. All of us had fights around the same time, so a lot of my amateur teammates have fights too coming up. So the morale has been great. We've all just been killing it in the gym. Feeling good. I've been ready to fight for a long time, so I'm excited to just go in there and get the damn thing done already.
Your last fight at UFC 220 against Kelvin Kattar, man, that was a weird one, Calvin Kattar rather, because I felt you were winning the fight, and then in round 3 he kind of just caught you. How did you feel about that fight?
Yeah, basically, first round was probably his because I think he outlanded me. I had good pressure in the first round, but he landed a little bit more than me. So he probably won the first round. Second round, I feel like that one was all me. I was finding my groove, finding my rhythm, finding my range. And then the third round, I was ready to pick right back up. I mean, I felt great going into that third round. I wasn't tired at all. My cardio was firing on all cylinders. I was ready to go. And then I do a little shoulder roll that I like to do. and it actually fucked me because my shoulder rolled. I exposed the back of my head, and I got clipped behind my ear, and that threw my equilibrium off. And then from there, I couldn't. I had wobbly legs, so he caught me. I can't. No excuses. I got caught.
Yeah, and taking nothing away from Kelvin, he's a great fighter. But I just believe if that would have played out, I think you probably would have taken it on the scorecards. But shit happens, man, and you're gonna rebound because you're only 27 years old. You're 10-1.
Yeah.
Personally, I believe you're one of the dark horses in the featherweight division, man, because you are so crazy talented, and you're one of those guys that you don't have like a switch in your head that says, "Oh, I'm going to coast this round," like some guys do. You seem to just give it everything every round.
Exactly. I think that's sets me apart from a lot of the other guys. I'm not taking it round by round. I'm not like, all right, I got to win this round. All right, that last round's coming up. I got to win this one. No. If I'm up 2 rounds, I'm trying to knock you out in the 3rd round. If I'm down 2 rounds, I'm still trying to knock you out in the 3rd round. So I take it round by round, but even every round, in my the way I look at it, is an individual fight. So the 1st round is my chance to knock you out. If you make it out of that round, all right, I got the 2nd round to knock you out. Then I got the 3rd round to knock you out. So it's always not just knock you out, but finish the fight. That's what I'm going in there to do. If I smell blood, I feel like I'm one of the best when it comes to finishing. Yeah,
no, I agree, man. Especially at the 145-pound class, you're one of the best when you smell blood. Being a big fan of the sport, man, are you excited for Fedor fighting this weekend?
Oh yeah, of course, man. I got a teammate on that card too. Andy Main's fighting on that card, so I'm excited for that entire card. But yeah, Fedor is awesome. He actually came to one of our Tiger Solomon schools back in the day when I was 17 years old. So I met him years ago.
Oh wow, how was that meeting Fedor at 17?
It was crazy. That's like when the sport was I think it was the Affliction days when he just came back. Like they closed Pride down and then they opened up Affliction. So that was a crazy time to be a fan. But it was cool, man. Fedor is a legend.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. He's got that aura about him too. Just when he's around, he's very, very stoic and very stereotypical Russian, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, he really is intimidating, but like super nice at the same time, super humble.
Yeah, super nice guy. Andy Main, you mentioned your teammate. He's fighting Henry Corrales on the main card, right?
Yes, he's first fight on the main card. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a great fight, man. Both of those guys are looking to really make a name for themselves. Andy Main, how long has he been training with you guys at Schulman's?
He's been training with us for a couple years now, but maybe like 3, 4 years, something like that. Yeah, he's been a huge help to us. He teaches a jiu-jitsu class for us on Fridays. His jiu-jitsu is legit, man. He's got some great submissions.
Yeah, that's Bellator really put together a couple of solid cards, man. I can't wait. Of course, all the big talk, though, is about UFC 229 and UFC 230 now. You're a big part of that, man. Can't wait for your fight with Kurt. It's just less than a month away, man. Are you starting to is the promotion starting to ramp up now? Are you feeling it a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot more interviews. But I think I had like 4 interviews this week. But I'm just ready to go, man. I can't wait for fight week to just commence. Not even, honestly, I'm just looking forward to fight week. Just being there and being in that atmosphere again, I'm excited for that.
For sure. Well, I appreciate your time, man. I know, as you mentioned, I know that the closer you get to fight week, man, the more inundated you get with requests. So I truly appreciate you taking some time with me, Shane. I'd like to give you
absolutely no problem.
Few minutes here to shout out your coaches, teammates, whatever you'd like, man. The floor is yours, Shane.
Yeah, shout out to my team Tiger Solomon. They've been a huge help, and I've been actually working with a new strength and conditioning coach, John Ron, I believe, Elite Athletic Training. So I feel like that's going to pay dividends this fight. I'm going to be in even better shape and even stronger than I ever before. So shout out to my team, Tiger Solomon and Believe Elite. And shout out to all my sponsors, Eat Clean Bro, NutriBio, Get Out, Downwater, all my sponsors. I got a bunch of them.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, man. You and Kurt Holobaugh, UFC 230. It's going to be a great time, man. And secretly, it's my pick for you guys, your fight, you and Kurt. That's my pick of fight of the night, man. I think you guys are going to bring it, and it's going to be a great time.
Yep. It's going to be an awesome fight. I know that.
Thanks for your time, Shane. Best of luck to you, brother.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
You too.